What's going on, y'all? My name is Adrian, and today is a very special edition, a birthday edition of Inspirations Really Cool. First, I want to thank Mary Louise from Mary LouiseArt and Kim from Kim's Art Alchemy for joining me on this surprise birthday collaboration for Cory. As you may have figured out by now, today is Cory's birthday. Woo! He is turning 28 years old. So crazy. I know I'm so much older than he is, but we work it out somehow. It's a very special one for him because today is Friday 13th. And Cory loves that. We're not necessarily like superstitious people. We're not like, oh, step on the crack. But he loves the fact that like it's kind of cool, it's unique. Friday the 13th are rare and like his birthday is on it this year. So he was so excited about it. So I was like, you know what? Let's do something cool for it. Let's do something special for him. Not only is he just special to me, he's just done a lot for me. He's really been a huge asset to my life. I don't want to get into too many details, but let's just say we met when I was in a very dark place. I was going nowhere super fast. I've lost a lot of hope. Cory met me and he saw potential. He was like, come here. Let's figure this out together. As long as you're willing to do some work, I'm willing to do some work with you. And so far, the journey has been beautiful. I cannot wait for our future together. He's the first person I've been with where I can actually see myself with him for my entire life. When I think of my future, I see it with Cory. I don't see it with anyone else. So let me not jinx it since it's Friday the 13th. Let me not say, oh, we're going to be together forever. And then like tomorrow we break up. God forbid that will happen, but hopefully it doesn't. All right. Since his favorite color, as you may know, is blue, I'm wearing all blue. Even my undershirt's blue, matches my hat. This is actually one of his shirts. He's a huge Golden Girls fan. I stole this shirt, or I borrowed the shirt for this video. I thought that would be pretty cool. I will cover this up. I actually might take it off when I paint just to make sure I don't get it dirty. In my life, he in a way is blue. When I think of the color blue, I think of loyalty, consistency, and calm. Cory is all of that for me. The most loyal person I've ever been with. He's taught me the freedom and the comfort in loyalty. He's able to look at me and see past the crap that's going on in front of my face and say, hey, I know this might suck, but over the horizon, it's going to get better. I see it, believe me, trust me, and I do. So yeah, and also if you've noticed, I have some different paintings over here in the background. You might have seen this video that he did, I think dedicated to his late dog, Pete. May he rest in peace. And this is one of my favorite pieces of his. I love it. I'm surprised we haven't sold it yet. And there's another one that he did with similar colors as this. These are the color shifts from Folk Art. It's one of his waves that he does that I really like. Let me bring it over here so you can see it. It's such a nice, even balanced wave, but the way the colors just like interspersed in there. Ooh, I'm going to do something for him. It's going to be blue, obviously. And Cory is a huge fan of elephants. As a kid, him and his brothers, they had to pick like what their favorites were. Like, okay, we all had to have a favorite animal. We had to have a favorite color. So Cory chose blue, which he stuck with his entire life. And he chose elephants, which he also stuck with his entire life. He loves them. He's obsessed with them. His love of dogs and elephants are probably neck and neck. I'm not quite sure which one's most, but they're both up there. He tells me random elephant facts all the time. We watch elephant videos together sometimes. And our house is full of elephants. You know what? I'll just show you a brief slideshow of all the elephants that are in our house. You see what I mean? And there's more. There are more that are in some boxes up in the attic somewhere. Like there's so many elephants and I really love that about him. So what I'm going to do is make a blue elephant for him. And I'm going to do this on this really huge canvas. I'm not quite sure the dimensions. I'll put the dimensions here. So what I did was I drew out my outline of the elephant right here, as you can see. As you can also see, it took me several tries to get it right. but I wanted to make sure that I had it exactly how I wanted it. His trunk there, he's like blowing out some water. His trunk there, he's like blowing out some water. A little tail. Yeah, so my plan is to paint the negative space here. I want that to be white. I'm going to paint that with this titanium white that I have right here. I'm going to let that dry overnight. And then I'm going to paint inside of this elephant multiple blues. And so the blues I'm going to use for the inside of the elephant, it's going to be sort of a gradient. So the darkest blue I'm going to use is this brilliant blue. Next, I'm going to go to a cobalt blue, which is becoming probably one of my new favorite colors. I mean, everything green is my favorite, but for the blues, this one's pretty top. And then we're going to transition over to Cory's favorite, metallic blue. Probably should have guessed that one. All right, and then that's going to move over to this nice cerulean. And then we're going to finish up with light blue. So, you know, obviously we make these videos and we watch them a lot. I bet half our views are probably just us. But there's this one video where I said blues, like really weird. I was like, oh, the purples, the pinks, the blues, pinks, purples, blues. And that's just one of our quotes that we always say all the time. So whenever I say blue, I always go blue. So I'm going to do 5 different blues here for the elephant itself. And then for the water spout, I'm going to just use the cerulean blue, the light blue, and a little bit of this silver. The elephant itself will be hand painted as well as the background. However, the water that's going out, I'm going to do a pour with that. I'm going to do a mixture of swipes and a little bit of wrecking to kind of get that nice movement, that natural flow of water. First, we're going to tape off this elephant to make sure I don't mess it up and paint a little too far over. And then we're going to paint the white. We're going to let that dry and we're going to get to it. As per usual, wish me luck. But before you do that, since it's Friday 13th, I'm going to do something a little bit unlucky to kind of shake it up. So I'm going to walk under this ladder. Do it again just for good measure. And then one more time. Oh, there we go. Just in case that actually gave me bad luck, I'm going to throw some salt over my shoulder. Boop. Because I don't want to mess up this painting. All right, let's give it a go. All right, so first things first, we are going to tape off inside of the elephant so that I'm only painting white on the outside. All right, so some of these weird corners and lines, I'm gonna have to get a little creative with my taping. I'm gonna have to do something like this to get it to work. We'll see. Yeah, there we go. That worked. I'm happy with that. All right, so we have about 2/3 left. So in the meantime, I'm gonna show you some cute videos of elephants being cute. All right, so that actually kind of worked out. It reminds me a lot of like a mosaic, the way it's all pieced together. So now I'm gonna take this titanium white. I don't know why I said it like that, titanium white. I'm gonna use the smaller brush, get the edges to make sure I'm not going over the tape that I put down. And then I'm gonna use a slightly bigger brush to just fill in the rest of this. All right, now it's time for my bigger brush. All right, so we're pretty much all covered up. I'm going to go through and just do one long continuous stroke over all these little short strokes that I did just to make it look cleaner. But for now, I'm pretty happy. All right, y'all, this is the second day. We're going to do the unveiling of the tape and we're going to paint. We have ourselves an elephant. All right, so my thought is I want the strokes to kind of all be going the same direction, almost as if like it's starting from the middle and it's kind of bursting out. That's working out very nicely. I think what's helping me is since I did this white on the background, I actually created a little border so that the brush is kind of staying inside the lines easier than I would normally do. Oh yeah, that looks so pretty. You probably can't see that on camera, but the way it shines on the brush is so nice. Okay, it's coming along. Okay. Whoop, that looks like something inappropriate. The inside of this elephant looks interesting. Let me tinker with it a little bit. Okay, that's better. That's much better. I am going in with the same brush, but I'm using my Brilliant Blue to start from the outside and then to bring it all in. All right, y'all, so I must confess. I did some more touch-ups off screen. I just kind of used the different colors and sort of filled in the spots that I thought were a little too bare. God, I can touch this up all day, so I'm gonna stop there for now. I'll do the rest off camera. I won't make you sit through that. But now we're gonna get to the pour. Oh, that's pretty gorgeous already. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna let those cells form a little bit, and I'm gonna do a fine little wreck in there, and then that's it. I am happy with this. Woo! Okay, so I'm gonna take you in close to see what it looks like now. Maybe a couple days, I'm gonna come back and give you the dry version. So yeah. Okay, guys and gals and everything in between. He looks very tall, at least from this angle. His legs look super duper long. I think overall, I like the shape. There's still some spots like here and a couple spots there where I'm gonna go over with some paint just to make sure the canvas is covered. But overall, I'm happy with this. But this part over here, oh my God. That is quintessential Adrian style. I love swipes, I love wrecking. Cory's going to see this and be like, yep, Adrian totally made this. And before I go, I want to sign this painting, but I'm going to do it in a special way that Cory will understand. I'm going to use his green Sharpie and just draw a little heart. Now with that, you'll always know who made it and what I made it with my heart. Oh, all right, I'll stop being sweet. See you in a little bit. All right. So here we go. All right, I'm gonna have to speak a little bit quiet right now. Cory is over in the other room. But overall, I gotta say this was a success. This is exactly what I pictured it to look like. But I hope he likes it. It's an elephant, it's blue. I feel like that's the perfect combination for him. Cory, I just wanna say I love you. So yeah, happy birthday and bye. All right, so before we close this out, I just want to say thank you again to Mary Louise. Thank you to Kim. After this, I'm actually surprising you with one more thing, a scavenger hunt. So get ready for that. Put on your comfortable walking shoes. Put on a nice coat because it's cold outside. And one last thing, I don't do this enough for you. I'm going to sing for you. And I might get some help from Adrian number 2 and number 3. So here we go. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Cory, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday Cory! Twin flame, twin flame!